Well guys, just like the title says, I screwed up here. This right here is the spacer that goes between the CV axle and the front diff. And I should not be holding this right now. This actually flew out, the axle unbolted. Somehow all the bolts loosened up on the thing, and finally I was just driving down the road. Luckily I wasn't going too fast, and it popped right out. I don't know how that's possible, because just before I did my U-joints, I thought I had a CV axle, and I grabbed the hold of that axle many times, and I tried to move it and it wouldn't move. So I don't understand how I could have missed all the bolts coming out of this thing, but somehow I did. I heard a clunk in the front end when I was changing gears, and I had a lot of pressure from plowing snow. I heard this clunk. That's why I thought it was on this side. I thought it was a CV axle going, and when I heard the squeaking of the U-joint, and then when I took the U-joint apart, I seen the dry one. I don't know. I thought I found the problem, but I didn't. So don't ignore noises. When you start hearing a noise, start looking at things. And looking at things good. I don't know. Like I said, I don't know how I missed it, but I made a mistake, and mistakes are going to happen, guys. I'm a big enough person to admit when I screw up, and I screwed up here somehow. So a mistake isn't a bad thing, guys, as long as you learn from it. So hopefully I'm going to learn from this. I'm going to crawl into this thing, and I'm going to look at all my bolts, and I'm going to put a wrench on a few to make sure I got everything on there is tight. I'm going to re-tighten all my plow mounts. We got a storm coming, another storm. We got all kinds of storms coming, that's what they're saying. So the truck's going to get worked here, and I can't have stuff like this happen while I'm trying to plow. So I'm going to go through it. I'm going to get this back on. I'm going to show you some parts. I had to get some new bolts, because two of them are who knows where. I don't know where they went. I found 4 of them. I found 2 of them scattered on the road, and then luckily this spacer landed on the road too, because we got deep snow now. And if this thing would have rolled off the road into the snow, I would have never been able to find it. And we got a storm coming tonight, so I'm going to need to be plowing tomorrow. I never would have found one of these. I would have had to order this, because this comes with the lift kit. And when you lift your truck, they push your front wheels out a little bit. And they need this spacer so you ain't stretching your CV axles out. If you stretch them out, you're going to wreck them. So this is very important. I'm going to reinstall this right now. Okay, so here's my spacer here, and it did get a little beat up as it flew out of there. I went through with my grinder and kind of smoothed everything down, make sure everything that touches the mating surface is smooth, because you don't want it to be a burr or something. So I got that all cleaned up. These are the only bolts I could find. There's 6 of them in there. I could only find 4. 2 are actually still on the axle. That's these ones here. They got the washers yet. The washers come off of these. I have no idea where they are. So I just decided to get all new bolts here. I've got some, actually went to the local auto parts store. I got some Dorman. These are flanged. They're 10 millimeter by 1.5, that's the pitch. And then they are 50 millimeters long is what they are. These are the class 10.9 too. That's what these were. 10.9. So you want the heavy class. These you can see, actually they're going to be a tiny bit longer, but that's okay. The reason you need longer ones, you wouldn't need these longer ones if you had a factory deal, because you wouldn't have the spacer, but because of the spacer, you need longer ones. And you know, I probably should have rechecked these bolts because it's running a spacer. A lot of times when you run spacers, you want to recheck that stuff, because that can cause things to come loose. But anyway, I got 6 new bolts. We're going to get them bolted on. And luckily the mistake wasn't too bad. Nothing was damaged except for some bolts. So. Alrighty, for those of you that have never seen a lifted truck, that's where that spacer is supposed to go. It's supposed to stay under there. It's not supposed to come out. Them bolts might be a tad too long, but they're sticking out, I think, quite a bit more than the other ones. I think it'll be alright. I got a seal leak in there. I probably, when I put the lift in, I should have changed that seal out, but maybe when I get new CV axles, I'll pull that off. Can't do it now, but there it is, new bolts bolted on. Torque is 58 foot-pounds, and I believe I'm going to get my torque wrench. I'm going to torque both sides, retorque them here. It's just kind of difficult to get a torque wrench in there. I'm just going to have to start the truck and move it to get to all of them, I guess. Okay, so as I torque these bolts, I'm on the other side now. And I'm almost positive I torqued these bolts, guys. This side here, 2 of them that I put my wrench on they're already torqued. One turned a little bit. But like I said, I'm almost positive I torqued these. So I have no idea what happened on the other side, but I gotta pull the truck ahead so I can torque the other 3 bolts. And I'll be done with this, I guess. I don't know what happened. But anyway, guys, I'm going to get this thing torqued up. And like I said, I'm going to run around, check all more bolts, get a visual on everything to make sure everything's looking all right. Because I can't have stuff flying off my truck. Anyway, guys, I guess that's it. I'll see ya.